Yo, boys, what are you saying? So, it's very easy when you're improving your life to fall into the trap of just constantly consuming content. You keep going back to YouTube to solve your problem. You keep going to the next book to solve your problem. You keep getting all this input to problems that, in reality, if you just sat down for a while by yourself, no distractions, pen and paper, and you just thought about it, and you used your own intuition, you could probably figure out the problem for yourself. But I've done this myself. Instead of just doing that, you keep going back to content, you keep going back to getting input. And of course, listen, if you're in the beginning stages of improving yourself and you're at that stage where you're literally just like finding out about all this shit and you're starting to do all these good habits, of course, it's necessary because you don't really know what you're doing. You need to actually know the information before you can take action on it. That's completely fair. But after a certain while, it's kind of like you're just consuming it because you're procrastinating and you're not actually doing the work, and you know what you need to do, but it feels productive to keep watching these videos because, well, it's self-improvement content, so it's educational and it's going to help me, even though it's like the 10th video that you've watched on cold approach, or it's the 10th video that you've watched on making money, and you know what you need to do. And now it really just comes down to you sitting and thinking about it and coming up with ideas for yourself and using your own gut feeling, your own intuition to then make things happen for yourself. But you keep going back to content, you keep going back to the next YouTube video, the next book, whatever it may be, the next podcast. You will make more progress when you cut out all of those things. That's the truth. Now, this video doesn't really apply to, again, the beginner stage people who are just like starting off on all this self-improvement stuff. But if you're a good few months in, or you're even like, a year in, you've made some decent progress and you start to understand the importance of doing all these things and improving your life. And now you kind of understand a lot of the concepts, you become consistent, basically all the good habits, you're hitting the gym, like, you're good, honestly. You just need to now work on yourself. You need to discover what you truly want. Because now that you know what you need to do, by consuming more content, what's going to happen is you're just going to influence yourself more to do things that you probably don't even want to do yourself, and be more like people that you shouldn't even be like, because that isn't authentic to you. You'll see one guy get a Lamborghini and then go off to Dubai, when in reality you literally just wanted to like live in the countryside or something. But now you've seen that, it's like, okay, well that's what I need to do. I need to earn $1 million and then go to Dubai. Or you see someone else who's doing this business model and you want to do YouTube, but you've seen this guy doing SMMA and you're thinking, oh shit, he's making so much money, I need to do SMMA now. And you just keep switching. You keep switching mindset, you keep switching what you should be doing rather than just focusing. Because once you know what you need to do, you can just focus on doing those things. You don't need any more input. You can just focus on doing those things, learning as you go, improving. You don't need any more input. You don't need any more books or knowledge or YouTube videos on the thing. Just do the thing. And then you'll become the best version of yourself in that area, the most authentic version of yourself in that area, rather than becoming just a mix of all these other people who you've been influenced heavily by. Do you see what I'm saying? Once you have the knowledge, it's all about then just literally just taking action and becoming better at that thing. Again, by learning, making the mistakes and improving. You have to make mistakes. It's just part of life, part of improving yourself as a human being, part of developing skills. There's going to be rejection. There's going to be downfalls in a sense, but that's what makes you stronger every single time. And so the progress will just compound on itself, and you'll become better and better and better. And you'll become the best version of you, yourself, in that area, in all areas. This is what we've forgotten. We've forgotten the self in self-improvement. It's now become like, okay, I'm going to do the things that all these other rich people are doing, all these other guys who are getting loads of bitches are doing. I'm going to do all that stuff instead of what I actually want to do. I used to think that, I thought that I wanted to settle down and, get married and have children. But I've seen this guy and he's rich and he's got like 20 girlfriends, so I want that because that's what success is. No, it's not. Do you want to be a millionaire? Okay, great. If that's authentic to you, good. Do you want to have 20 girlfriends? Probably not. You'd probably rather just have one really great wife, have children with her, have a great life. At least that's what I want. So stop consuming all of these creators, because they're only going to influence you, and they're only going to sway you from what you actually want to do and what you should be doing, what your purpose is essentially. They're just going to keep swaying you. You're going to keep getting these influences and thinking that's what you should do because they're doing it. And maybe these people have helped you a lot in the past. And it's easy when someone has helped you so much in the past, or even maybe you discovering them, they got you onto this path of improving yourself, of becoming a more successful, not becoming a normal person. They got you onto this path. It's very easy to just blindly trust them from then on. Don't do that. Keep an open mind. And just be very cautious of how much you're consuming of this kind of content. And make sure you're staying authentic to yourself. Make sure you're doing what you actually want to do. And if you're going to consume content, it should be with the intention of really like watching it or reading it and then thinking deeply about it afterwards. It's easy to just, mindlessly just watch all this content thinking you're being productive. If that piece of content isn't going to provide any value to you in your position right now, don't watch it, don't read it, don't listen to it. If you think that it will provide value, okay, maybe consume it, and then afterwards actually think about what you've just consumed and what actually would apply to you the most. And then take the good, get rid of the bad. Don't take everything like it's the truth from everyone, because then you're just going to go in all these different directions and you're going to get nowhere. This is the thing I've seen a lot of guys say, like, they want to do one thing, and then this guy online says, oh, but you should do this instead, and then these guys start freaking out like, oh shit, but he said this, or oh, I'm reconsidering everything. Do what works for you. Do what's authentic for you. Do what you want to do. Do what you think is best for you. That's just how it is. Do that. Because most likely that's the best option. Don't just do something for the sake of someone else is doing it that you kind of look up to. Just be yourself, essentially. Be yourself. Learn the skills, learn the knowledge of how you can actually improve your life. Understand that these good habits and everything, they're fantastic for you. They're genuinely good for you. But again, you need to take a step back from this stuff. You need to make sure that you're on the path that you actually want to be on, because when you cut it out completely, when you know exactly what you need to do, and you cut this stuff out completely, that's when you actually make the most progress towards what's most authentic and what's best for you. Because you won't have all of these inputs, all these distractions swaying you from the direction that you're meant to go in. That feels most authentic to you to go in. So yeah, just be careful how much you're consuming, who you're consuming. Always keep an open mind and always consider what you've heard. And for the most part, just, you know what you need to do. Let's be honest. You know it, I know it. So just get to work. That's really all it is. But yeah, boys, just a quick one. Coaching is down below. Also got a Discord down below if you want to join that. Both links are in the description. Till the next one, boys, stay focused.